Welcome to Eye on Paulsboro. This week's program comes to you from the Media Center here on the campus of Paulsboro High School. We're going to have our candidates on for the local election, as well as the visiting with high school principal Paul Morina, of course, Irma with Commuter Notes. Irma, it's election time.
People, go out and vote. November the 6th, go out and vote. Whoever your choice is, you vote. This is God-given right that my dad went over World War II and fought for our right to vote.
You know, that does sum it up as well. As Americans, we have a great privilege to participate in an election. And many women, many men wear the uniform of this country to make certain that our freedoms are in place. This is a presidential election. It's the largest turnout generally in elections, but that doesn't mean you don't have to think about it and do it. We're going to come back and we're going to have our local candidates. We're going to talk to Stephanie Salvatore first about rules of voting, because there's a lot of confusion with television and do you need an ID card and that sort of thing. So stay with us. We're coming right back from the Media Center here on the campus of Paulsboro High School.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount. Paid in full discount. Homeowners discount. Safe driver discount. Chipmunk family reunion. Someone stole the nuts. Squirrel jail. Justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Welcome back. The main theme of this program is Election Day, and with me now is Stephanie Salvatore, and she is a superintendent of elections for Gloucester County, and she has counterparts all through the state. And well, let me ask her rather than me tell you. When superintendent of elections, Stephanie, what are your obligations?
My obligations are to get all the voters registered to vote in time for the election and to verify that we have 550 machines out on the road on election day and that they're all working and all the people are safely voting at the polls.
And so when people go in to vote and you sign into a book, all that comes out, all those books are coordinated out of your office?
Yes, yeah, we go through and every voter has a signature. So when you go to the polls and you vote, you're signing your name. Chances are there's 4 people working there, 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans, and when you sign your name, they check your signature against the signature we provide from your voter registration. After the election's over, we take those books and we scan. There's a barcode next to each voter, and we scan those barcodes, and we triple check now the signatures are all matching. So this way, if John Burchett-Kelly's voting, we can see it's John Burchett-Kelly and verify it and give you the credit for voting in that election.
But you only get to vote one time, right?
Yes, just one time.
You're still working on that other part. I asked Stephanie to join us, and she was kind enough to come over on short notice because we here in the southern part of the state are subject to Philadelphia media, Pennsylvania news on many occasions. So there's been a number of people that asked me, well, what kind of ID do I need to go vote? Because they've seen the stories coming out of Philadelphia and Pennsylvania about their controversy in voter ID. So Stephanie, and I keep saying to people, no, that's not New Jersey, but people do have a voter ID card that the Board of Elections issued. So what do they need?
When they register to vote in New Jersey, you provide your New Jersey driver's license or the last 4 of your social security number. We verify you as a voter using those numbers. To go to the polls and vote, you do not need ID. Your name being in that book and your signature is all the ID you need.
Now, the term that also is new in these recent years is something called a provisional ballot, because we have voting machines in Gloucester County. But tell us about what a provisional ballot is.
A provisional ballot now, what seems to be more popular with the provisional ballots now is people that apply for a vote by mail, but maybe at the last minute they get that ballot in the mail, but they don't want to vote it. They decided they want to go to the polls that day. That voter is marked in the poll book, vote by mail. They cannot vote on the voting machine, so they vote a paper provisional ballot. That ballot just comes back to our office, and we verify they did not vote their vote by mail, because you can only vote one time. So we verify they didn't vote by mail, and then we'll count that provisional. However, a provisional ballot could also be used for somebody who maybe forgot to let us know that they moved from maybe Paulsboro to Gibbstown, or from one town in Gloucester County to another town in Gloucester County, and they just didn't get time to tell us, and they can also vote on a provisional ballot.
And that person who moved but didn't have a chance to change the registration, would that provisional ballot count?
Absolutely, absolutely. We go through every single one of them, we verify them, and as long as you're a registered voter, they do count.
So you get to vote somewhere?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, again, just for clarification, for those in New Jersey, voter ID is not required as a formality. So you do have, many people have their card to tell them where to vote at in that district, but the formal voter ID is not in play in New Jersey.
Not in play at all, and it's so many people have been calling our office, and it's a thing because it's in the Philadelphia news all the time, and they think they have to show picture ID. They do not have to show ID at polls.
Just one other point of curiosity. So my handwriting has changed over the year. In fact, it's almost illegible at this point. I'm really down to almost making an X, it seems. So if people over time and their signature changes, how does that change in the book? And can the person working the table say, I don't think these signatures match?
Well, we update those records. It's funny you mentioned that, because I just said today, this year we're expecting possibly a 70% turnout. So those 70% of the people that come out, we will rescan their signatures, because all our signatures change over time. So we do update the signatures and try to get them as closely as possible.
And in the voting machines that we have in Gloucester County, because I'm actually curious about this, because I have to sign the book,
yes,
and then there's another slip of paper I sign.
Yes, an authority ticket.
But it still is a secret ballot.
It's absolutely a secret ballot. Why we use the authority tickets, after every election we do an audit. We scan all those names in that poll book, and it shows there's 100 people that have voted. We count those tickets that you sign to show that there's 100 tickets. Then when we count the machine votes, we count that there's 100 votes. So it's an audit to make sure nothing went on with the machines, because machine security is another big issue that people get worried about. So we do an audit and check all three to make sure they all equal out.
Another good point before we close the interview, because I recall many years ago paper ballots and then being literally counted at the polling place, 25 at a time, somebody however's tally. It was a slow process. Person votes at Paulsboro Firehouse in Paulsboro in the presidential election. They push the button, they leave the booth. How's that vote counted?
That vote in the machine is counted electronically. There's a function in the machine it's all counted electronically, and then it's through a remote tally from Paulsboro to our office that reads that result.
Very good. And this is, I guess, the third time I've said the last thing. But for someone who has not had the chance to get an absentee ballot and doesn't have a chance to get it, and suddenly Election Day, something's occurred, are there emergency ballots?
Absolutely. You can come in up until the day before Election Day, 3 p.m., to obtain a ballot. If there is some kind of an emergency on Election Day, you can come into our office. However, you do see a judge. Maybe it's a family member. If someone gets sick or something happens, things happen on Election Day, and a family member can come into our office and explain to the judge that, there was an emergency, and he will issue a ballot for that voter.
And your address is, this judge sits where?
We're at 550 Grove Road. It's West Defford. It's a Paulsboro mailing address, but it's in West Defford. 550
Grove Road. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of ways to vote. If you're registered to vote, you can see that the system is designed for you to vote. And we're really grateful for Stephanie stopping by and clarifying that voter ID does not exist in New Jersey. But we do expect you to, if you're legal to vote, and if you're not legal, you really should vote, but get yourself legal to vote. Stephanie, thank you very much. We'll see you on Election Day. It's going to be a busy one.
We'll see you there.
Thank you. We're going to come right back, and we're going to hear from our local candidates.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, Chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. We've heard from Stephanie Salvatore on what I guess we can call voter etiquette for this year in New Jersey, and also options if you have either moved or that sort of thing. Now we're going to hear from our local candidates in Paulsboro. There are 4 seats up on council this year, sort of a unique year because we had both Elsie Tedeschi and Paul Morina retire from council in advance of their term finishing, so there are 2 unexpired terms. First one is being sought by Gary Stevenson for a 1-year unexpired term. The second by Alfonso Jampala for a 2-year unexpired term. And then we have Larry Haines, presently on council, and Jennifer Turner on council, who are running for 2 full-term 3-year seats. As I like to mention when we offer the candidates, they are your neighbors. There are no teleprompters here. They're not normally used to being on television, so don't judge them by being nervous or anything of that nature because, again, they're just your neighbors. We invited them in, offered them each 3 minutes to make a presentation to you. So if you don't know them, you'll get a better sense of them. And if you do know them, you'll know that they're interested in presenting themselves to you for consideration. We'll now go to the 4 candidates running for Paulsboro Council. And just a reminder that on Paulsboro, there are 6 council people and 1 elected mayor. The local candidates.
Good evening. My name is Larry Haines. I was born and raised right here in Paulsboro. I have served on council for the past 24 years. The next few years will be an important time for our community. We have the Port of Paulsboro project underway with the roadway and bridge construction starting, and we need to stay informed and up to state on this project. We also need to find ways to improve our infrastructure, such as roads, water and sewer lines, and other areas in this areas. Whether it is through grants or bonding for these projects, they need to be addressed. We've already started this with the new water treatment plant and a new water tower. We also must continue our efforts on quality of life issues such as noise, high grass, and property maintenance. I have the experience and the knowledge to help achieve these goals. I have always put the best interests of Paulsboro first, and I will continue to do so. In closing, I ask for you to vote on November 6th for Larry Haines, Jennifer Turner, Gary Stevenson, and Alfonso Jampala, a team that will keep Paulsboro moving forward. Thank you and have a good night.
Good evening. My name is Councilwoman Jennifer Turner, and I'm very blessed and grateful to be sitting here in front of you to ask you for your vote on November the 6th for the council seat in the borough of Paulsboro, where I will continue to focus my energy and enthusiasm on the quality of life issues, public safety, youth recreation, good neighbors, and listen to our residents' concerns. It takes a village, but I believe that we can change the culture in Paulsboro. But I need your support. We will work together to get this done. It's a challenge, but it's growth, and it's time to up our game. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you on November 6th.
Hello, my name's Gary Stevenson. I live on East Jefferson Street. I'm a lifelong resident of Paulsboro, presently serving on council. In the past 9 months, as a councilman, my goal was to evaluate every department, see where we can be more efficient, more cost effective, where improvements need to be made. During that time, I found there was buildings that need to be torn down, things with the police department that need to be changed, or suggestions to them on foot patrols, which they have actively pursued. I feel that I can best serve this town by continuing on council and continuing to look at the problems of Paulsboro. One of the things that I've come up with is a task force on addressing crime issues, housing issues, and that I'm going to get the police chief, code official, zoning official, and many other department heads all together at a roundtable discussion within the next year, during the year. We're going to come up with ideals and ways that we may better help our residents and get rid of the crime and get rid of the landlords who are not complying with our issues. As public safety chairman, as I mentioned earlier, I'm working with the police department on many ways how we can strengthen ourselves, our community relations between the community and the police department to make that better. The foot patrols have worked well. Chief Wachter is proactive in those ideals of pursuing and helping the townspeople. In the fire department, we're streamlining operations there. We're saving lots of money, but we've become more efficient. We're looking at merging operations. So I would like your support to continue for another 3 more years, and that I can keep these ideals and listen to your ideals. See what you need, what you think needs to be done with the town, so that we may proceed and make Paulsboro an even better place to live. Thank you for your support.
Hi, my name's Alfonso Jampala. I was appointed to council in May. I've lived in Paulsboro most of my adult life. Currently the fire chief for the Paulsboro Fire Department. I've been in the fire department in Paulsboro for 35 years. I'm running for the council seat that was vacated by the principal, Paul Morina, and I'd like your vote for it. And my ideas for Paulsboro is we need to become more of a community than we have. We need to be more outgoing. When we walk out our front door, if we see a piece of trash, we need to, as a community, reach down and pick it up. There's things that we need to do as our community, as the residents of Paulsboro. And I have a long-standing history with my mom being here for a long time before me, that we need to take back our community and stop having the other people run our community. We need to be more proactive and get out there, take care of our neighborhoods, and make a better place. On council, I hope to be able to do that with my fellow councilmen and our new mayor, Mayor Hamilton, and our team. I think we can give you the better community that you're looking for. We have a lot of projects going on. We have the water treatment plant going on. We have the, with Councilman Stevenson and myself, we're taking care of the code, and we're going over the code in Paulsboro and trying to bring that up to a higher standard. We just want better for Paulsboro, and I think we all feel the same way. We just want Paulsboro to be the place it used to be when we grew up, a better place for you to raise your family, be a business person, and come into our community. Thank you, and I would appreciate your vote on November 6th.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount. Paid in full discount. Homeowners discount. Safe driver discount. Chipmunk family reunion. Someone stole the nuts. Squirrel jail. Justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, master mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and rug doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Welcome back. With me now is the principal of Paulsboro High School, not a stranger to anybody watching this show, I'm sure, Paul Morina. And first, let me start, Paul, by thanking you for your service on council. We were together. You were there for 6 years. You worked very hard. And I know the days grow shorter when you have the obligation of running a high school, which is a big deal. But Paul gave great service, and I mean it sincerely. Thank you, because your contribution focusing on the housing and the quality of life stuff, I thought was a big help, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
And it was, there were some accomplishments. Always more to do, but some accomplishments. And now we turn to what Paul's concentrating on now. It's in advance of wrestling season. We understand there are priorities. But Paulsboro High School, Paulsboro School Systems, competes with other schools in many cases because they're willing to accept students who have an interest of coming here. And the school district has begun a marketing program to present our public schools outside of our municipal boundaries, so people who may have a perception of who we are can get a real idea of not only who we are, but what we offer. And Paul, you have a lot of good things to talk about. I mean, I really like the slogan, and as I look across there, strength and diversity. That's been the history of Paulsboro High School. Yeah,
without a doubt. We're really proud of our school, proud of our kids. Our kids come here and they do an outstanding job. Our students, they have a lot of school spirit, as you know, and they work hard, and there's just a lot of fun, and they're very successful. I mean, when they leave here, they're going on to colleges and doing well.
What's the advantage of being here?
Well, one is smaller class sizes. We have a 9-to-1 student-teacher ratio. It's family-like atmosphere. Many programs, like advanced placement courses. We have quite a few. We have AP courses. We have quite a bit honors classes. We have a new class this year called Teachers, Tomorrow's Teachers, which is a program for students that want to go into teaching. We're moving forward onto a athletic training program, or to be maybe work with Rowan in that situation. We're working with Rowan to try to, get anyone who is interested in being an athletic trainer. We're going to set a track for them. You can receive college credits. We have courses where you can get college credits. So, we're moving forward. Our technology, we upgraded big time this year. So we're advancing technology. We're very proud of that. I just think it's the small sizes and I'm not even talking about our extracurricular programs that we have, like our Renaissance program, which is a program that rewards kids for coming to school and doing well in school as far as discipline issues and also academics. We have honors. We have National Honor Societies. We have so many programs like Key Club that are very old. We have a strong brotherhood assembly and commitment, and our kids just get along great here. I think, like to say, the strength and the diversity is big.
Paul, you mentioned on the class size. 9-to-1 ratio seems almost like a private school.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it's something that we've been working at. We've done a good job here at Paulsboro saving teachers and all the cutbacks of trying to save our teachers and our programs. We still have culinary arts, wood shop, and those programs. Our music program, art programs are really strong. Our theater program is really awesome. I mean, so those programs are all intact. And like I say, you come here, you're not just a number. You're someone who can be involved in something, in some type of activity. We've put a program in for our junior high, which is our cycles, where music students, every student in 7th and 8th grader has an instrument in their hands for 6 weeks and learns an instrument. We're very proud of that because our junior high choir and our junior high band last year was phenomenal. So we're very proud of what we're doing.
Now, for those who may be interested, is there a process? I mean, what happens? I mean, does someone pick the phone up and call? Do you have a scheduled open house?
Yeah, well, if you decide to come to Paulsboro and you're at another school district, you have to make that decision by November 2nd. You get an application from your district, and that starts the process. On October 25th, we're having an open house, so it's a date to remember. October 25th at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8. We're having an open house here at Paulsboro High School where you can meet our teachers, you can see our programs, and I encourage you to come out and see what Paulsboro is really all about. I believe you'll be very, not surprised, but you'll be very impressed of what we do offer here.
And to some extent surprised because, Paulsboro is a place that's been here for many years, a high school, the old building built in 1916. There's a lot of history, a lot of people have come through. Some people have perceptions, and those of us who know it best understand its real strengths. So if you have an interest, you'll take advantage of that open house. Paul's very approachable and can answer detailed questions. And on the lighter side, the new addition to the front of the building, because you were the driving force, started with Walter Quint when he replaced the doors, and you've been the driving force of restoring the front of the high school to its original style. Now you've added an electronic signboard.
Yeah, I'm very proud of what we've done in the front. And your mom, being a board member, was a big help in getting that front doors open. We took all the old hedges out and replaced them with new hedges. We opened the front door. It took a lot of work, hard work. And now we have a sign that we've been raising money. We raised quite a bit of money thanks to Valero at the time and New Star, Connor Strong, the Pegasus Club, a lot of people who donated money to help purchase this electronic sign. And we're kind of moving forward. We're going to attack the auditorium. So,
It's real good stuff, and it's a pretty special place, by the way. So again, if you have an interest, if you're thinking of having your child placed with a different opportunity, you want to consider Paulsboro High School. A lot to offer, a lot of advantages to it. And Paul will be back to visit to talk more, maybe some details, because people are surprised to hear Paulsboro High School and academics in the same sentence.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, another thing I left out, we've had a big, we're one of the top. We advanced the highest on SATs last year in Gloucester County by the newspaper, by the ratings, so it was something very proud of. So our SAT rate really went up really quick, really phenomenal this year.
Well, it's a big accomplishment.
Yeah,
you know,
so
the demands on teachers and reporting have changed dramatically.
Yeah, exactly. So we're here, we're proud of the school. We're just going to keep plugging, and we you know, when you come in, we're going to treat you like family and do the best we can to educate your child and then move forward.
I think that's well put. Like family. Stay with us. We're coming right back. We're here on the campus of Paulsboro High School. A surprising Paulsboro High School to some, but enough for us that know it. We'll be right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
And now the real reason for the show. It's time for Commuter Notes with Irma Stevenson. Irma?
Happy birthday to Harry Bubba Llewellyn, Bonnie Peterson, Rachel Coco, Tanner Stevenson Hamilton. A belated birthday. I'm sorry, Ed Young, I forgot your birthday. Anthony Kneestout, Joe Kneestout, Sue O'Leary, Brian and Keith O'Leary, Nancy Myers, my dear friend, and Bob Lexa. Happy anniversary, Steph and Chris Hamilton, Neil and Juanita Robinson, Don and Georgette Myers, Leroy and Shirley Reed, and Joe and Betty Zeilman. Happy birthdays and happy anniversaries, John. St. Paul's Methodist Church on the corner of Broad Street is going to have a trunk or treat night.
I was wondering what that trunk was.
October the 31st, St. Paul's parking lot, Broad and Delaware, 4:30 to 7:30, or until we're out of candy. 12,000 pieces of candy. We're not endorsing Halloween. We just want our kids in Paulsboro to have a safe Halloween. We're going to be, the trunk is going to be the trunk of our cars. It's going to be lifted. We're going to be in costume, decorated, and 12,000 pieces of candy. We'll have games and able to purchase a light dinner, and it's a time of fellowship. We also had the Paulsboro class in 1962, 50 years, week of 11/9 through 11/11. Golden Inn Avalon. Call Mark, 856-423-1554. And my dear friends, St. James Episcopal Church on the corner of North Commerce and Jefferson Street. They're having Election Day, November the 6th, pasta dinner. Ziti dinner with meatballs, sausage rolls, beverages, and desserts, 4 to 7. Adults are 10, children are under 12 or 5, family of 4 for $25. So gather up your family. Call 845-3893 for tickets and reservations. And they're great people, John. We also have Gibbstown VFW Ladies Auxiliary wants to remind they have meetings second and fourth Monday at 7:30. Call Debbie Smith, the president, at 856-423-2440. And also, class, Paulsboro High School, 1977. Another classroom, John. They're really rocking and rolling. Sons of Italy, November the 3rd. Cash bar, $40. Call Debbie at 423-6652. John, I am so happy with Paul and Paulsboro High School and the faculty and the members. We have had so many great people come out of Paulsboro High School. You and I don't have the greatest. Assemblymen, mayors, lawyers, doctors. Every place you go, Paulsboro people were there, John, except they weren't in Paris, but I kept looking.
Well, they were probably there somewhere. That's going to do it. For Fred behind the camera, for Bill Crane, our producer, who couldn't be with us tonight, for Amy Cook, who's in the background helping out, Irma.
Go vote and go Big Red, and see you on Broad Street.
Until next time.